Hi everyone, and welcome to Module 8, Unit 3 on sections. In the last unit, we looked at contact, and this time we're going to take a look at sections in OJS. We can just hit the tab to see that. Before we go too far, though, let's just talk a bit about what sections are. Here's an example from the Canadian Journal of Higher Education. They have a section called Articles, and they've organized their articles into that in their issue. Looks like there's about 9 of them. And then they've got another section called Book Review, and they've got 2 book reviews in that section. This is a pretty common way of organizing your issues. Philosophical Inquiry and Education has got a section called Research Articles, Special Invited Symposium, Dialogue and Debate, and Book Reviews. And the International Review of Research and Open and Distributed Learning has got an editorial section, research articles, scroll down, book notes, and notes from the field. So they've got quite a few sections. So let's take a look at how those are created. So you will have an articles section by default when you've got a new installation of OJS. You have to have at least one section all the time, and that's the one that's created for you. But it is possible to modify it. But let's create a section for book reviews. So we can just put in book reviews. It does need an abbreviation. There, book rev is fine. And you need a section policy. Write what that is. Again, this can be helpful in guiding authors to know what kinds of submissions they can make to your journal. You could put in a limit to the word count for that abstract, for the abstract submitted to this section, or leave it blank. And then you've got a number of options around the section. You could turn the section off, for example, so authors cannot choose it as a section they'd like to be included in. If the section won't be peer-reviewed, for example, your book reviews might not be peer-reviewed, or your editorials do not require abstracts. Again, an editorial or a book review typically doesn't have an abstract. I should check these as I go. Will not be included in the indexing of the journal. Let's leave that out. Items can only be submitted by editors and section editors. Let's check that one as well. Otherwise, authors, when they make their submission to your journal, would be able to choose the section they think best fits their work. By checking this, it means that book reviews won't appear in the options that the authors can choose from. Omit the title of this section from the table of contents. No, let's keep it. And omit the author names for the section items when this appears. And let's check that as well. And then we can identify the items published in this section as a, let's say, refereed book review. This is for metadata purposes, for accurately describing the items within the section. And we can choose somebody to be the section editor. I'm listed there, and we'll save. And there we've got book reviews. Now I can also use this blue triangle, we saw that before, to open up the edit link. And then we can go through and revise sections after we've created them. So that just says section default policy. This section is for peer-reviewed articles. Again, all of our options are here again. Let's fill in peer-reviewed article. Make me the section editor again, and select save. You might not have anybody listed there as a section editor yet in your new journal. We'll look at user assignments a little bit later in the course. But for now, we've just created 2 sections, and we're ready to go. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one on categories.